What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are, Thursday night, Season 4, race number 2 from New Hampshire. And we're about ready to join right now, as we know we're a little bit behind schedule. So we should get in here right when they start. Appreciate anybody who tunes in for us here this evening. Like I said, Season 4, race number 2 from New Hampshire. Last week we started the season off at Texas, where we saw Hollywood win in his title defense season. So let's see who got the West Higgins ORV Pole Award for today. Looks like Typical got it. Gapo Musa, MJ Bross, DK Brown, and Hollywood was your top 5 qualifying, it seems like. Typical out here to the lead in the 27, making his first appearance of the season. Sorry for the slight silence. I'm just I'm ill at the moment. Major Kentucky Wildcat fan, and I predicted this, and they'd lose in this first round. I could have predicted. It's just, I don't know, man. Can't play defense. But thanks everybody. This is the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. We got Typical. Oh, Gapo Musa already expired this evening. MJ Bross sitting in second. Hollywood rounding up the top 3 right now here at New Hampshire. We'll see 1 pit stop in each of our first 2 stages, 2 pit stops in the last stage, and the burnout rule is in effect tonight. As you can see, the pace up front is much different than what we're looking at back here. Got the 9 TB3 on board with us as DK Brown leads the back half of the field here. Looks like Kill It Like Jason behind him there, with G-Dog behind him there in the 17. So we'll try to keep on board here with DK Brown. He gets passed by Jason. He's kind of pinching G-Dog down there to the bottom. TB3 working to the outside of G-Dog now as we go down into turn number 1. A little bump back there between the 9 and the 17. Everybody's kind of getting out of order here. Hollywood now working up to the back of MJ Bross here in the 4. Typical still your leader here at New Hampshire. Appreciate anybody tuning in. Please like the stream, subscribe if you're new here to Ruthless Racing. Looks like Hollywood and MJ Bross have made up some speed here on Typical, as MJ Bross going to be looking to maybe make a lead. Nope, no move for the lead there. Typical in the 27 remains out front. Can Typical, he's pretty good at this track. I've seen him make a mistake, get pitted actually, and come back and get a top 3. So Typical not too shabby at this track, because he's got Mike and Hollywood though right there with him as this run progresses. The Magic Mile here in New Hampshire. Who will hold the lobster once we get done with these 3 stages? Top 3 looking good. DK Brown looks like he's got himself separated from the rest of the pack here. The 9 of TB3 right there behind Jason. Top three still looking good. DK kind of solidifying himself in fourth. A little bit of a battle here for fifth. G-Dog finds himself back here in the back part of this pack. Everybody trying to push through. We got Kenrod out here in the field tonight in the 5. TB3 makes a move on Jason. Take fifth. Jason brings the battle back here to fifth place. Once again, slight apology for the silence. I am trying to not die of a freaking heart attack right now. Things can happen. Things can still happen. Got Shepard out here making a start this evening. One of your Ruthless Pro Series veterans. Monkey there in the 6 as well, coming up from the Pro Series last year. Current Ruthless GT3 Series driver. Oh, Jack Ballsy, a little loose off of 2. That does happen right there. Hollywood and MJ Bross able to get around Typical, and he now sits in third. MJ Bross with the lead here in stage number 1. Typical up into the wall. Or could have been a glitch, but possibly up into the wall there. Got Tyler out here in the 1 as he tries to work himself up through here. Typical into the wall again. But he's making a move here on Hollywood. Could just be a little lag there on that 27. Or he could really be slinging it down in those turns. Door banging here between the 15 and the 27 on the exit of 2. Hollywood's able to hang on to it. Sometimes you see the inside car get really loose there. Typical going to give it up. Looks like towards the entry. This has allowed DK Brown to move back up the track. Oh no, looks like we had another car bite the bullet already. Oh, Jack Ballsy out. Expired. I just want to publicly say, I hope Coach John Calipari can't even coach a fucking YMCA team next year. But, anyways, on to bigger, better things. New Hampshire here with 20 laps remaining in stage number 1. MJ Bross has put a good portion of asphalt between him and second place of Typical. Typical now runs second. There is one pit stop in this stage. See some guys doing that right now. Battle here between the Tyler and TB3. Hollywood already down pit road. That's why we've seen Typical take the lead there. Could see some more pitting after Hollywood goes down. Looks like the 4 is going to attempt to make his pit now. DK Brown in the 8, Typical in the 27, both making their pits. More guys keeping it out there. Kenrod will now come down pit road for his service. Looks like the 1 and the 9 still out here fighting for it. Brackets busted, boys. Oakland beats UK. Man alive. Go NC State. One of Tyler is your leader here through the pit cycle. This would make TB second place at the moment. all the pit stops made but our first two drivers here, and 1 will be pitting, 9 will be pitting. All right, so everybody's made their pits now. Oh, nope. 48 is not pit yet. Looking at the 48 to get on. These are the leaders behind him. They'll be cycling and get their lap back. He'll still be the leader down pit road and will actually lead 2 laps. 48. The 1 and the 9's coming off pit road, and they'll cycle right back in here to about 8th position, I believe. Oh, Kinrod off the wall there in 2. Here's the battle for the lead. Let's see where the 48 comes out amongst all these people. All right, roaming through the field here, you see Shepard gets back on track in a good spot, right ahead of Monkey here in our 6 car, who is running 10th at the moment. So we do have a couple retirements on the field with the 20 and the 47. MJ Bross is the leader through our pit stops. And now it's between him and Hollywood with the 27, a typical in 3rd, possibly chasing these guys down. DK Brown in 4th. And he'll have the 23 of Jason behind him. But Tyler and TB3 both have fresher tire. So usually not a big deal at New Hampshire with the fresher tire. But we could see if those 2 guys could climb back up through the field here, as they did lead some laps when they stayed out. Battle, though, between 1 and 2 looks this close here in stage number 1, with the required pit stop made to the inside. Hollywood looking to make a move maybe in turn 1. Not going to be able to get there. Oh, fakes him out. Goes way down below the apron. He's going to come up right back in order, though. Be 12 laps remaining here in stage number 1, 11 when we get to the line. Thanks everybody who's watching. Please like, subscribe if you're new here. It's Ruthless Racing Pro Series, Season 4, race number 2 from the Magic Mile at New Hampshire. MJ Bross is your leader for the moment. As we're getting down to it here, 10.5 to go in stage number 1. Typical is in 3rd, is having a little bit of a lag, I've been hearing on the radio. Still possible for him to catch back up to these guys, though, with 10 to go on the stage. Oh! No way, Hollywood wrecked up a front here. Oh, man. Huge wreck. I'm not sure if MJ Bross got into him there. That's going to be a caution. It has to be. I thought I seen somebody else hit him. Thought I seen Typical hit him. No damage, though. It could have just been like a glitch. All right, no caution. It's going to be a 1-car incident. I think here the 4 got into the 15, loose off 3. So it's going to be up to the 27 to catch the 4 here. All right, so there's 1-2 in your view. DK has moved up to 3rd now off that incident. Hollywood's going to have heavy damage just trying to finish the stage with 7 to go when we cross the line out of 4 here. Stage number 1. MJ Bross is the leader. He's got Typical chasing him down. He's still got some laps to do it. 6.5 here in stage number 1. Thanks everybody tuning in out there. Much appreciated. Please like the stream. Stage number 1 action here from race number 2 and season 4 of your Ruthless Racing Pro Series. Right here at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire. Who's going to hold up the lobster? DK Brown sitting in 3rd. He's hoping Tyler can't get back up to him. The 1 and the 9, the 1 and the 9 both able to get around Jason. Hollywood with his damage. So can Typical get it done here in stage number 1? He's been closing the gap ever so slightly. But I don't know. I think he might run out of time. Before to go here in the stage. MJ Bross still looking good. Got Typical right there, still trimming the gap. You see these guys, they're working up towards the middle of this racetrack. Don't want to be down in that lower lane. There's a transition difference down in the main bottom lane of our turns here at New Hampshire. And you don't want to get down in there below that last dotted line. Kind of upset your car, can get loose. And very easily to do a 360 down there. So not where you want to be. Couple retirements already here in this one. DK Brown still hanging on to 3rd. But he's got Tyler coming after him. MJ Bross tries to hang on to this. It'll be 2 to go out of 4 when he crosses the line. Here in stage number 1. Looking good. He just needs to not have any mistakes. The 1 of Tyler is able to get around the 8 of DK Brown, take over 3rd position. The 8 and the 1 will look like that. 1 to go here in stage number 1. Right here at the line for our leader. Stage number 1, Typical, not going to have it. Too much gap there. I think he actually lost some here on the last few laps. So he might just have to hold out for 2nd place. Hollywood, unfortunately, goes from stage win last week to race win last week to messed up in stage 1. Hey, Trav Nation in the chat. Haven't seen this man in, seems like a quarter of my life now. All right, stage win goes to MJ Bross. 2nd will belong to Typical. 3rd to Tyler RRS. I believe 4th will go to the 8 of DK Brown, and 5th will belong to TB3. Let's get my official results here. We'll get that top 5. As well, we know MJ Bross won stage number 1. Adds to another stage win to the docket here for season 4. 2nd goes to Typical. 3rd belongs to Tyler RS. 4th DK Brown. 5th TB3 Man of Steel. This stage break brought to you by SKU Car. Pit stops brought to you by West Higgins ORV, who just so happens to also be our pole sponsor. We'll be right back here live on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. MJ Bross, stage 1 winner. Stay tuned for stage number 2. MJ Bross, Tyler RRS on the point for the start of stage number 2 from New Hampshire. Listen loud and listen close, because we're going to go on board and listen at the roar from New Hampshire. first through the first couple laps of stage number 2, and guys still trying to figure it out back here. Hollywood trying to move through the field, as we've been on board with him for most of this restart. See how he attacks getting up through here. He's got some cars side by side. DK Brown TB3 ahead of him. Those guys try to figure it out coming down the front stretch. Everybody's getting into a line. Oh, Hollywood inside bumps the 8 up the track. Leader still MJ Bros. Tyler RRS moves up to 3rd before the end of the stage, gets 2nd on the pit stop, and he's able to hang on to it here in front of Typical for now. Typical in the 27 in 3rd, working his way up through there. Jason in 4th in the 23, and the 9 of TB3 is in 5th. Still, we've got one pit stop here in this stage to make it. Everybody made their pit stops last stage fairly cleanly. TB3 gets out of line back there, maybe looking to make a move here into turn number 1. He will be on the inside of Jason back here through turns 1 and 2, looking to make a move for 4th. And he's able to get it done cleanly through the bottom parts of 1 and 2 there down the back stretch. And looks good hanging on to it through 3 and 4. Hollywood way down the track there in 3 and 4. Maybe getting down on that different transition even. But Jason looks to the inside as they go around DK Brown in the 8. Oh, Hollywood up into the 23, down into the 8. Could have him incident back here on the backstretch. Looks like everybody kept it together though. All right, looks like everybody settled it up. Jason got bumped up, and then DK got bumped down. Try to get back up to the lead now. We got some racing going on out here in stage number 2. Looks like Tyler RS looking to the inside in turn number 1. Alex, if you're not going to race, don't come in here and be negative. I'm going to call your nearest military base if you don't be quiet. One, two, three, under a blanket. 4th on back. They're under the rest of the bed. Hollywood has made moves to get back up here. He's in 5th now. He's looking to make a move on TB3 as we get up through the backstretch here. We're in stage number 2. And there is 42 laps to go, a pit stop to be made. Hollywood moves up to 4th. DK Brown looking to make a move now past 5th. Or 4th, rather, I'm sorry. DK Brown gets up to 5th around the 9. 48 of Shepherd's up here now making moves, trying to get up into the top 5. Hollywood trying to put a little bit of a separation between him and the rest of the guys here. He knows he's got the pace of the top 3. He just had to work back through the field. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Please like the stream, subscribe if you're new here. Ruthless Racing Pro Series, Season 4, race number 2, the Magic Mile at New Hampshire. One, two, three. Still looks like this. 40 laps to go here in stage number 2. And there's still a pit stop to be made. Pitting window could be coming up 5 to 7 laps. So we'll start keeping our eye out on that for the longer running cars. I imagine that most of these guys will run their cars as long as possible on this first run. 1, 2, 3 looking good though. There's the rest of our guys. This is 4th on back to 9th. Hollywood, DK Brown, TV3, Shepard, and Jason. Jason, speaking of him, was your Tuesday Legacy Series winner in the Xfinity cars from Michigan. So probably looking to possibly get him a double win type of week here. Monkey keeps car on track, no problems here so far for him, as he is our stream today over on Superflow. Appreciate him. 38 laps remain here in the stage. Looks like a pitting window is open now. So 3 to 5 laps should see some guys, should start seeing guys go in if they're wanting to run it long. They could make it though a little longer. I know as these cars get in a longer run, they get upset. A lot of guys would rather try to cut the stage in half. Hollywood, though, he's made moves back up to this top 3, and he could possibly get up there to typical. And Jay Brasso looking strong here through our first 2 stages. Was your stage 1 winner. Did have a good battle going on with Hollywood, but had a little incident. Hollywood took some heavy damage, and that's why you've seen him having to work his way back up through the field here. Oh, Tyler gets loose and back up into our leader. Nobody's hurt. See if we can see this happen again out of here. I believe Tyler got his run really hurt there. Hollywood's still trying to work up through here, but he's got DK hanging right there with him. Oof. There's our next hot battle right here. 9 to 48. 23 gets out of whack there out of 2. There's 1, 2, 3 again right there. So it looks like everybody's going to just try to run this thing dry. Trying to jump around, see where all the racing's happening. Hollywood's finally getting some separation there between him and the 8 car. But I don't know. He is catching the top 3. Typical will be a big help if he can get up there to him. Looks like Shepard's finally separated himself from the rest of these guys. That'll move him up to 6th position. Jason's going to get around TB3 here as his car continues to fall off as the run continues. We've seen a very strong run out of the first part of this run from the 9. But as it's progressed, we've seen him go down the field. Tyler's still very much up here in 2nd place, and you know, hanging on to Mike's bumper. Typical continues to fall off here a little bit. And I think Hollywood's getting closer up to that 27. DK, I think, has battled back and gained some ground towards the 15 here again. Still a pit stop to be made here in our stage number 2. As predicted, these guys would have pitted around 5 laps ago, but we're at 29 laps to go. I may have had the fuel wrong. I think we might be looking at 28 laps. I thought it was 38 laps. But it could be 28 laps, and that's my bad. But 1 pit stop is to be made, so these guys, we're now in a 3 to 5 window, I think, here. I believe we got some trouble out of that 9 car. He's getting way loose. I'm hearing over the radio. As Kenrod comes up behind him. Oh, Kenrod darts off into the left side of the track. He's able to save it, though. '23 will come down pit road now. All right, so we'll start seeing maybe some guys get into the pits. Tyler loses a little bit to the leader here, but pit stops are coming. We've seen Tyler run it longer earlier. 4 is pitting now. He's the leader, so there we go. See how long Tyler keeps it out here. How long can he keep it out here, rather? Looks like everybody that's out there is still good on fuel for the moment, at least a couple more laps. It's 25 laps remain here in the stage. Tyler remains on track. Typical Hollywood down pit road now. DK Brown still on track. 48 Shepherd also ran it long earlier, led some laps. Led two laps. Let's see if Tyler, oh, he goes in, and I don't know if that was too hot or not. Let's get back with MJ Bryce. He was the pitted from the lead. So he should be coming around to get a lap back. Typical in Hollywood will merge back out, and not too far off Mike here. I think Hollywood the biggest gainer from pit road. So now we need to see how Tyler's going to react to this. See, he is on pit road right now. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he can get out of here. He is in the first pit stall. And here comes the leader now. So lead goes to MJ Bros. Second place of Typical is going to try to catch Tyler. Not going to be able to do it. Tyler comes right back out in second. Has just as good a gap as he did earlier. And he'll have that little bit of a fresher tire as we attack the rest of this stage. You've seen Tyler, he was hanging right there with Mike Bros the whole stage. And now we're coming down to it here. 23 laps remaining. Burnout rule is in effect tonight, so we will see that take place. Stage number 3, along with 2 pit stops to get to the end of this race. In stage number 3, everybody's made their pit stops, though, for stage number 2, and now it's just a race to hang on to the end. Got a 3-car tandem back here. And I think it's very good what these guys are doing. I think they should stick together through these straight stretches until they get up to the 4. You see this all happening off the hood of the 15 of Hollywood. Your season 3 champion gets up in the Typical there a little bit. Typical goes to look inside on Tyler. And he'll make a move for second, and he'll have it clear off of 4. Tyler into the wall as Hollywood's down beside of him. Tyler looking to lose 2 spots here. Hollywood clear down into 1. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is back half of stage number 2 here from New Hampshire. Race number 2 in your Ruthless Racing Pro Series. Battle for seconds this close. Hollywood up all in the bumper of the 27 of typical. Battle for second. Got some chirping over the radio for this position as well. Hollywood has moved back into second, but it's typical not wanting to give it up. He's going to have to here as Hollywood's clear on the exit into the wall again, the 1. He's going to have to get a little lower on the track to follow that draft out of there. Oh, typical maybe remembers what happened to him in the championship race. All over the bumper here of the 15. Brakes on the left comments being slung around. See, typical is going down to the bottom part of that racetrack. He's trying to be aggressive to get back up here to second. Hollywood, he's had good pace. Probably one of the better long run cars here in the field. And now he's up in second. He's going to be the one trying to chase down the 4 as they still have plenty of laps to do so. They got 16 to go in the stage. 15 when they hit the line here. Stage 1 winner, stage 2 leader. Just got a few laps to maybe sweep the stages. DK Brown was another fast car we seen earlier. Possibly had see him in 5th right now. I don't know if he had a pitting issue or what, but he was battling Hollywood pretty good earlier. And they are catching that 4 car at a rapid pace. Hollywood can get around MJ Bross here with the pace he's got. He is, he could be car lengths ahead here for the win in the stage. Depends on how he decides to attack going for the lead. So take a quick flip through the field. Nothing is going on too crazy. See Tyler, he's kind of lost these guys here. Or losing them, I should say. He was the longest running car, so I figured he would have the freshest tire. Possibly could have loosened that thing up too much. Hollywood is in position to fight for this lead now in the stage win after what happened in stage 1. Coming down to it here in stage number 2, and we're this close in the top 4. Hollywood down to the inside, not going to be on the door of MJ Bross this time. Still hard on the attack. All these guys here in the top 4 down to the inside again. The 15 of Hollywood. He'll have to keep it down there as Mike tries to hang on. Door to door here for the lead in stage number 2. Oh, typical loose behind him. He's able to keep it in order though. Hollywood's battling hard for the lead here. MJ Bross, considering the pace that the 15 had, he really hung on for that battle. It's 10 to go in the stage. Oh, nearly 3 wide. Battle for the lead. 10 to go in stage number 2. Typical's up high in turns 3 and 4. This has allowed Tyler to get right back into this battle. 4 cars under a blanket for stage number 2. Typical off the wall in the exit of 4. And that's going to allow Tyler to get around them. Hollywood hanging on for now. Thought we had another engine go down. 47's engine went down. 20's engine went down. Oh no, G-Dog never has an engine go down. This might be his first of his career. Tyler, MJ Bross now battling for second. Hollywood, as I had mentioned, that pace. If he could get out there, he could win by car lengths in this stage. And right now he's working on it as these guys are battling behind him. Typical hard on the bumper. He might... No, I think he said might have had a little bit of damage there. He might have just touched the wall. MJ Bross still chasing down Hollywood here in our stage. The leaders come out of 4 this time. Across the line, 6 to go in the stage. It's a battle for second right here. Hollywood is your leader. Can he defend his win last week with a stage 2 win at New Hampshire? He possibly was cooking up a stage 1 win, had a little incident. Hollywood looking good if he doesn't get loose. 5 to go in stage number 2. MJ Bross, Tyler RRS are looking to work together maybe a little bit, trying to get back up to the 15 before the end of this stage, before it's too late. We've seen Typical too many times get loose. Everybody else has kept it out on the track as they work for every position they can gain here. Is just, cars are going to start to go left and right probably as we get down into the end of this stage. Typical too far off now. 3 to go in the stage. MJ Bross has worked back up to the 15 a bit. Really closing the gap here. It's 3 to go in the stage. MJ Bross working out to the inside for a moment. Tyler back down to the inside. Going to make this a battle for second, leaning on each other through 3 and 4. They were trying to catch Hollywood, but this is going to be detrimental to that position. As a 4 tries to get back in the throttle to get back to it. Only 2 laps to get it done here in the stage. 1, 2, 3, this close. 4th of Typical just out of reach right now as we're coming down to the stage break. It'll be 1 to go at the line this time. Can Hollywood hang on, not get loose? One to go, stage number 2. Can Hollywood bounce back from a crash in stage number 1 on the second run? MJ Bross down to the inside. Almost hooks the quarter panel on the 15. He'll be tight on the bumper as they come out of 2. He could attack heavy down here in 3 and 4 for the stage win. Hollywood very protective. The 4 slings it down in there, but he's not going to be able to get it turned. Out of 4 for the final time. Stage number 2, Hollywood will be stage 2 winner here from New Hampshire. MJ Bross second. 3rd goes to Tyler RRS. 4th to Typical. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know who got 5th. See who rolls up back there in the back. Might have been DK Brown. Rounding up our top 5 here in stage number 2. To find the man. Where you at, my man? There he is. Top 5 there. But Hollywood is your Stage 2 winner. Stage break brought to you by Skew Car Pits, brought to you by West Higgins RV. Stick around. Stage number 3 is going to get started. 2 pit stops and the burnout rule is in effect here at the Magic Mile. Let's hang loose. All right, sir, you got radio saying we're going to have 1 pit stop in this stage with the burnout rule. Hollywood Tyler on the point for stage number 3 here from New Hampshire, who's going to be holding up the claws of the lobster when it's all said and done, and then get a special trip in the helicopter that sits in 3 and 4 infield. If you pay close attention, you might catch it. There's a helicopter down there. Oh, there it is. Did you see it? Hollywood, good gap here to start on the restart. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Please like, subscribe if you're new to Ruthless Racing. Races every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All broadcasted live right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. But right now, it's stage number 3 from the Magic Mile, and who can get their hands on their dinner when they take a trip to Victory Lane? Tyler holding on to second. Typical making a move to the inside of DK Brown down the backstretch, thinks different of it. Is your top 5. Top 5 in view right there, along with Kenrod in 6th. MJ Bross makes a move to the inside. He gets around Tyler. Gets back up, blocks him for the exit runoff. DK Brown, though, down to the inside. He's not going to have the room. Oh, barely has the room to get back in front of the 27. A typical. As our top 5 is starting to battle it out. Hollywood still trying to stretch the lead here. And 1 pit stop is all it's going to take. That's going to be real tough. It's going to require 28 runs, or 28 laps on one of these runs, for sure. First, second, third, Hollywood, MJ Bross, Tyler, RRS. Typicals in 4th, sniffing for 3rd. 5th will be DK Brown. Typical makes a move back on Tyler up here. Gets around him for 3rd. MJ Bross has brought the battle back up to Hollywood. At 1 pit stop, it's going to be huge to decide who's going to try to split this. They think they have the car that can just hang on to it longer at the end, or would they want the freshest tire and just run it out long here? There's only one way to do it, and that's just stop. So just when you go in there and do it, that's a different story. Burnout rule is in effect. Might see some guys, somebody win without enough fuel to burn them down. To the inside, MJ Bross gonna have to get back behind our leader here. Typical is starting to trim the gap here as he's back up to 3rd and moving up through the field here. All right, so flip through the field. There's your leader, 1-2. TB3, he's had a pretty good day. We saw his car get too loose on the long run earlier, and that kind of hurt him. But he has been quick on the restarts. 5 of Kenrod sitting in 6th place. And he's had to work himself up through here throughout the race. Probably been working on that car through most of the day. 23 of Jason, we've seen him just running about 5th place or so. I mean, we've seen him up higher, but as the run progresses, we've seen him lose spots. And I don't know if that's something that they've been working on there. And that 23 Shepherd, on the other hand, in the 48, it seems like his cars really like the long runs. We've seen him stay out there longer than anybody on most of these green flag runs. So we'll see how that continues. Monkey in the 6th. He finds himself in 10th. But that is up 3 positions due to the 3 DNFs that we're going to have this evening. But just out there running clean laps, giving me a good stream and a lap count. So much appreciated there from the 6th. And it's how they're starting to shape up front. MJ Bros Hollywood have been the class of the field. Typical. We've seen them, be quick and be up here as we expect out of that guy in the 27. But seems like as the runs have progressed, he's just gotten too loose or came off a corner too odd or something to that effect. He has led laps here this evening in stage number 1. So we'll see if Typical in that 27 is able to put something together by the end of this stage. 2 different stage winners tonight, so it is a toss-up. No sweeps. All right, 1, 2, 3's looking like this. They know they just got 1 pit stop, and they just need to be cool here and get through it and get to that stop. They can be aggressive after the stop. They need to remain close, though, before the stop if they want to have a good shot at this. We've seen all kinds of different strategies kind of collaborate here throughout the stages, but no one strategy has reigned supreme. Fresh tire, not really that big an advantage for you. I think you would have to have multiple laps on somebody for the tire advantage to come back around for you, because it's just looking like 1 to 2 laps. Ain't that big a deal. The tires get pretty even while you're trying to catch back up to somebody who had already pit and came back out. It's going to be interesting to see where these guys all pit. If they pit together, kind of leaves us in the same situation we're at. Appreciate everybody tuning in. It's this stage number 3 here from New Hampshire. We're going to have 1 pit stop to be made. There's 49 laps remaining. So with 1 pit stop, these guys are going to have to run this at least 20 more laps. No, we're at 39 to go. I apologize. So we need to run this 11 more. Like Hollywood had an issue there. MJ Bros thought about making a move. So some of these guys should be pitting in about 10 laps. Oh, we got some battling going on back here. 48, the 9. Looks like 23 of Jason has gotten up to Kinrod now. Down to the inside. Jason's going to get some help from this 9. Oh, we're real close right here. Kinrod's worked on that car all day, and he's showing that he's going to be tough to pass. Good battle back here. All kinds of cars together. Possibly could have went 3 wide there if they wanted to. Jason hanging on to the inside against Shepard and Kinrod. TB3 just trying to find the preferred line here through this battle. Jason going to be victorious over the group. Now the 9's going to try to make the same move that the Toyota ahead of him made. Looks like he's going to try to make it work. Oh, and he got loose. He spins it out of 2. TB3 going to spin it there off 2, trying to make a move. Let's get back up front here. MJ Bros still pressing the issue against Hollywood. $117 laps out of 150 here at New Hampshire. These guys have been putting on a good one here for the Magic Mile today. Must be a rather large lobster on the line. MJ Bros making a move to the inside on Hollywood. Can he take the lead down into 1? Oh, door to door, touching one another. Not in that way. Not clear. MJ Bros has to settle for second. All right, so we're looking at what we got going on. And this top 4 is close. And then it's like DK Brown. And then these guys. I'm sorry. Where's Kinrod at? There he is. Jason was able to get around him. They were battling pretty fierce back here. Jason was able to win the battle. I guess ultimately the war. Top 4 look like this. Typical makes a move for 3rd. Ooh, what we got going on there? MJ Bros is taking the lead from Hollywood. And he has taken a good lead here after making the pass. Should start seeing guys pit within the next 2 to 3 laps. We've got 30 to go. Got about a 2 or 3 pit window, 2-3 lap pit window here. 28 laps on 1 run, and then whatever it takes on the second. You're going to have to. Stretching 28 is going to be very tough too, and I think that's why we've seen Hollywood drop back. He's trying to save probably a little bit of fuel. I had heard that his car was probably the worst car on fuel mileage out here today. MJ Bros has been able to do it with pace. He's been staying behind Hollywood most of the stage, and you can see he's now maybe kicked it up a different notch. The top 2 are going to go in. All 4 are going to go in. And that's what we were talking about. Everybody pitting at the same time. That actually makes it 29 laps remaining when these guys cross the line here. So that's going to be a long stretch for these guys. I imagine we're going to see some guys run out of fuel or just pit. Still got guys on track, though. 8 is in, 5 is in, 48 going to be in as well. Their pit stops will be made. Monkey has already made his pit stop. I think he went in the lap before the leaders, and I think that's a good move there by him, actually. All the leaders are back out. MJ Bross is your leader, and it's going to be ultimate fuel saving for somebody in this field. Because right now, that makes it 28 to go. Like I said, 28. So these guys are basically running 28 and a half laps. And that's going to be really stretching it. Could have been 27. Let me make sure. Yeah, that was 27. So we're at 26 here. Because we have the burnout rule tonight. These guys are going to be cutting it real close. I mean, they're right on the number of 28. So, I imagine we will see somebody run out of fuel or just get way off the pace of our leaders because they just aren't going to make it. Another pit stop is just not feasible to having a chance at this race. When all the leaders pit, had I been able to do it, I would have won an extra lap. Typical, though, has moved his machine up to second. This is one of the best positions he's been in since leading earlier on in the race. Big Ben makes an appearance in the chat. What's happening? Our pit stop has been made here in stage number 3, and MJ Bross is still your leader after taking the lead from Hollywood before the pit stop. All these guys are going to be stretching the fuel on this run with the burnout rule in effect as well. I mean, it's still going to be quite the stretch for these guys as they come out of 4 this time. It'll be 22 to go at the line. It's typical is making moves up to the front. I think Hollywood is, like I said, he had probably the worst fuel mileage out here. So we might not see him be able to contend for this lead like he wants. We've seen Tyler, he's now fell off the top 3 now. He did pit with them. I'm not sure he possibly could be in that ultimate fuel saving situation like we were talking about. Your post sitter in second, though, he's looking good on this run. I don't know how he's going to be looking on fuel. Trying to get back through the field here, just see if we got any other battles brewing. I've got DK Brown, Jason together. Let's see how this one lines up. They got Kenrod right behind them. Oh, Jason had an issue there in 3 and 4, I believe, and it allowed DK to get on by him. TB3's had a good run on our restarts and stuff, so we'll see where he's able to finish this day out at. Hollywood just kind of chilling out in third. You see it. It's fuel saving. He has to be able to make it here. The full 28 laps. I don't know if his machine has just got it in it. Right now here in stage number 3, I'm going to have 18 to go at the line. And 1-2 look like this. MJ Bross and Typical. Mainly your storylines of season 3 had won the most races between the two of them. Both make the championship 4 round. And one was the regular season champ. The other, the West Higgins ORV Pole Award champion. Yeah, we got 17 to go. – Hollywood's maybe trying to pick up the pace a little bit back there behind these guys. Yes, caught back up to him. It's typical. Makes a move. Looks inside. He's going to have the lead for a brief moment. Could be clear here on exit. Will be the 27. Now, will he have the fuel to get this done? This is a big saving game right now for some of these guys. 15 laps remain right here at the line. Typical is your leader for now, as he was just able to take it that lap. 1, 2, 3. Now under a blanket again. Hollywood picked back up the pace. Maybe he thinks he can make it on fuel now. Brewing down to a good one here at New Hampshire. Your stage winners sit second and third. Your pole sitters in first, but about to lose it with a move to the inside from the 4 of MJ Bross. The battle is heating up for the win here. Who can grab the claws? Oh, a little bump from the 15 up on the 27. Oh, MJ Bross could be running away with this thing now. $13 to go. Thanks everybody tuning in. Please like the stream. Subscribe if you're new here at stage number 3. 13 to go. MJ Bross is your leader. Hollywood, stage 2 winner, trying to get back up here and take the lead. Had a little incident between him and Typical there, trying to pass for second place. Has allowed MJ Bross to get back in the lead here. Put a little bit of a gap there. Hollywood down to the inside. He is going to be making a move for the lead. Back door to door. Typical right there looking in the middle. He gets MJ Bross. He's up the track a little bit. Typical going to be inside the 4 here. They'll be door to door down the backstretch. Hollywood now your leader. Oh, a little bump there up the track from the 27. Hard back up to the rear of Hollywood. Goes Typical. We're brewing up a good one here with 11 to go from New Hampshire. Unfortunately, it looks like our 9 is ahead of our leader, so it means he probably had a pit road issue. Hollywood up the track here. $10 to go here now. Hollywood's in the lead. He's got Typical right behind him. Running out of fuel is not out of the question here. We did see that happen on Tuesday. Could see it happen right here. The man who we predict might run out of fuel is in first position. MJ Bross has honestly been overall the dominant car of the day. He won stage 1. He's probably led the most laps by 20. There was no shot at Ben. These guys are trying everything in their power to hang on. 8 to go. Eight to go. Does anybody have anything for Hollywood? Sorry. Does Hollywood have anything in the tank? Does he have enough? A lobster and a helicopter ride is on the lawn. So we get a shot of the helicopter there out of 4. $7 to go. Top 2 could be in fuel trouble. Don't know how close it really is. Hollywood looking to try to go back-to-back to start the season off a championship win. That would make 3 wins in his last 3 races. He also won the Clash. No, maybe he didn't win the Clash. I don't know. Maybe he did. Oh, typical up into the wall, out of second place. And that'll be detrimental to his run at winning this race. Hollywood, MJ Bross, the battle comes down to him. There you go. Hollywood won the Clash. There you go. Hollywood a little bit on a win streak here. Does he have enough fuel to make it? We're coming down to it here. 5 to go. Do we have enough fuel up front to get this done? Quick flip through the field, not really seeing much else going on. Hollywood and MJ Bross is where our focus should be. Tyler is able to get around typical as well. I think he's going to be in that fuel problem. He's not just having some car issues overall. Some of these guys are going to be cutting it close on the fuel. Three to go is across the line right there. Can MJ Bross reel in Hollywood here with 3 to go as they go down in 3 and 4? Hollywood up the track a little bit here. Two to go here from New Hampshire. Hollywood still in the lead. A lap car is ahead. Let's see how much this plays into it. MJ Bross real close up to Hollywood there. A lap and a half remains here at New Hampshire to see who can get the win. Does Hollywood have the fuel? He needs a lap and a quarter. Hollywood from the lead. It's 1 to go, presented by Skew Car here from New Hampshire. There's a lap car right here. He's just going to dive out of it. It's the last lap. Down into the turn goes MJ Bross. He's going to come up, grab some side draft from Hollywood. Can he beat him down the front stretch here? Hollywood goes down, blocks MJ Bross into the wall. Holly dub once again here in season number 4. What a finish here from New Hampshire. Hollywood, 4 straight wins if you include the Clash. The championship defend tour is on 100%. 15 victory lane, 2 weeks in a row. Tricky track to do burnouts at, so I will give Hollywood an A+ on his burnout. That looks good. Race is official. Hollywood, your winner. MJ Bross will finish 2nd. Tyler will come in 3rd. Typical 4th. Looks like DK Brown got 5th here in this one from New Hampshire. Hollywood able to fend off a last lap effort from the 4 of MJ Bross and get it done here at New Hampshire. So first off, I want to say, everybody, please stay around for our post-race interviews. We'll have your top 3 in here: Hollywood, MJ Bross, and Tyler. Also, thanks to everybody who raced this evening. Much appreciated. This race, is racing this season. I thought I said this season, but I meant, this evening, or whatever, long night. Fastest lap of the race. Where are you? Hollywood. a 28-2 on 4. And, Holly, duh, man. So everybody stick around. Post-race interviews brought to you by SKU Car West Higgins ORV and the Side Draft download on Spotify. So give us a minute. We'll get our winner in here along with second and third. All right, Hollywood, you got a copy?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, man. So we saw maybe a sweep was in the brewing here in this race, but stage one, we seen a little incident happen. We didn't catch exactly what happened, but we did see that you had an incident there, so maybe speak on that here in a minute. But able to nab stage two, worked your way up through the field from the back after all that heavy damage and got you that stage win. And then, came out here in stage three so worried about the fuel and how that was going to work out, and then you're able to get it done, but not without having to hold off the last lap effort from the 4 car. So, as we had mentioned, if you include the Clash, you're at 4 races in a row with a win here. Title defense very much in motion. Just kind of speak on what it's been like.
Yeah, as far as this race goes, stage one, it was just an incident between me and the 4 car at the front, battling hard there on old tires. It's just part of New Hampshire. Kind of ruined that stage one finish, but it was still early in the race. But, there was nothing intentional about it. It wasn't mad or anything. So we were able to drive through the field in stage two, and then stage three. It was no secret that I was in trouble as far as fuel mileage goes. So I tried to go as far as I could right there, pitted with everybody, and then I had a little experience of coming from third or fourth after a pit stop from stage two. So I knew that my car was good enough to run them down, and I could see typical kind of gaining on the 4 car. So I kind of just chilled out for a second, let my car saved some fuel, got into the corners really easy, and saved a little bit of tire while they were kind of racing hard against each other. And then once I saw Typical get up there next to Mike, I knew it was time to go and that they were going to be slow for those couple laps and that I was going to be able to maximize the time I would gain by running hard. And then just made a few passes there. It's tight here at New Hampshire. There was a couple points of contact between a few people, but it was still a lot of clean racing, and it was just a great time. Right there at the end, Mike sent it in, and then, it put the door to me, and it was all just in good racing for the win there. And then I think he saw that he kind of got me a little too hard and was putting me in the wall, so he lifted a little bit, and we ended up getting across the line still in first and second. So yeah, when worked a lot on this track, and it paid off here tonight. This was a little bit of a test run for some money to be won down the line, so I think we're in a good spot for that too. But yeah, thank you to all the fans that watched tonight. Thanks to you, Stu, in the booth. Shout out Mike, Typical, Tyler. Those were kind of the guys I was battling all night. I do got to say sorry to Jason. Got up into him pretty bad one time. Unintentional. It's just that apron on older tires that will bite you here at New Hampshire. So, um, good race all around. I would say that the odds are stacked against me to continue the run at Daytona. I don't usually finish too well at those tracks, so yeah, I'm still looking forward to next week, though. I think we're going to have a pretty big field, and it should be a lot of fun.
All right, there you got it. The winner here from New Hampshire, Hollywood. He claims the lobster and the free helicopter ride, and he tries to push his luck at Daytona next week. Good win there, Hollywood, here from New Hampshire. All right, so we'll move on over to our man in the 4 car. Seems like far too often recently we've having to interview you in this position, but You win stage one. I felt like you were overwhelmingly the dominant cars. You led easily the most laps of the race. And then it comes down to that at the end, uh, trying to give a last effort. I thought you were going to have the side draft down the front stretch there, and just some last lap racing going on. Just speak on your race there, MJ. You had a hell of a run.
Yeah, it went a little bit better than I expected. Kind of thought that I was going to be around fourth or fifth all race long, and car didn't fire off the best. It was probably about a tenth off of the faster guys, but seemed like could roll, middle of the runs and later in the run I'd be super loose, but I was running a really weird line. They would be running a lot higher than I would, and I'd run like a middle line in one and two, and it seemed to be helping me later there in the run. And we got the stage win there. Had some contact with Hollywood, kind of made it a lot easier than it should have been, I guess. Um, Incidental contact, just racing hard, and then at the end there, I thought I was going to be all right, being out front and pitting when I did, and knowing I was good on gas there, and just pushed the car a little bit too hard a couple times, and had to lift off corner exit, and got battling with some of them guys a little too hard. And once I made that one mistake, I got passed by both of them in the one corner, and typical moved me up track a little bit. And it took me a while to gather back what I needed to get um, to get back to Hollywood the way I wanted to, and just kind of threw a last ditch effort there in the last corner. And I don't know if I got him initially the first time. Like, I feel like he kind of missed the corner a little bit, but I hit him once and I was okay with that. But then I hit him twice, and when I hit him twice, his car like was pretty much going to shoot up towards the wall, and that's why I kind of just lifted out of the throttle there. But overall, it was a good race, and just sucks coming up short there, especially surprising myself running how fast I was.
Yeah, when they come down to that close, it's always a heartbreaker to someone, and good for someone else, and just depends on what side of that line you're standing on. But it all ends as great racing here from New Hampshire, and another great run for you. So still looking good in the points, and we got a Daytona coming up. It's always a wild card there, but we see you run pretty well at Daytona. Is that a race you're looking forward to?
Yeah, now that we don't have to fuel save, I'm definitely looking forward to that because ain't nobody want to fuel save at Daytona. It's boring.
Yeah, that's right. We want to be full throttle, flat out. But as always, MJ, appreciate you racing with us, and congrats on getting second place.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, we'll move to third. And before I start interviewing O. Tyler RRS here in the one, I just want to say congratulations to all these guys up here in the booth for keeping Typical's ass out of here after he hasn't shown up in like 6 weeks. So, good on you guys. But without further ado, here is Tyler RRS. Man, we seen you out there running real hard and real good there for some of the race. Seen you battling Mike for the lead at some points, and you even ran the car longer in some of the stages on the pit cycles, and even had the fresher tire and gave some guys some really good battle. So saw a little different one car in stage three though. If you want to maybe speak on that and how the race went on overall.
You basically just summed it up right there. I'm just too nice. That's really it. I'm my own worst enemy. I give guys too much room. Um, yeah, I thought it was a good idea to make my car tighter for the beginning of the race, and not considering the fact that the fall off on the laps really weren't terribly bad. So on fresher tires, the only chance that I really had was to just keep up with everybody else and kind of mimic, Mike and Hollywood's line, Typical's line, until my car started to come in. um, I felt like I had a good strategy right there with my my tires being not wearing out as much as everyone else's were towards the end of the run. But like I said, I just think the fall off just wasn't really there. Like I felt like within like 5 laps to go on each cycle, I had the fastest car, but I was just kind of being careful around. I didn't really want to mess anyone else up or mess myself up or whatnot. And then that third stage there coming out of the pit road, I knew for sure that I needed to stay right behind Hollywood and kind of mimic his line. And, I was just blistering tight and I messed up and drove into the wall off a turn two, and kind of I fell way back because I wasn't able to mimic those guys' lines, and I really haven't ever really been consistent here. I know I have a fast car, but I honestly, like, I need to follow somebody throughout the track. So at the end of the day, I am my own worst enemy. I'm being too nice, giving guys too much room. It seemed like every time that I had the chance to be able to race somebody, or I felt like my car was good enough to be able to pass, um, the only way of really passing was on the bottom. But by then, the tires were kind of they were shot, and it's hard to make a pass on the bottom without washing somebody up or making contact with them. So I'm gonna take that with me, and maybe next time be a little more aggressive instead of putting myself in the position that I was tonight.
Yeah, certainly, Tyler. I mean, there's some things you could build on there that you just said, so you're obviously aware. But there's one in your future, man. You've given us too many close finishes and too many good runs for one to not be in the books for you.
Yeah, I definitely deserve one, and it's gonna come soon. I just got to put it all together. That's all.
That's right, man. You said it. But congratulations on your top three here, and just get ready for Daytona. It can be crazy. All right, so that'll round up our driver interviews here for our New Hampshire race. Hollywood, your winner. MJ Bross second. Tyler RS coming in third. Hollywood next week. Legacy Series hitting up Dover in the trucks. What else is going on?
Dover in the trucks, GT7 at the longest name I've ever seen.
Red Bull Ring.
Oh, that's the week after.
Yeah.
No, where was the one? Autodome Nationale di Monza.
Yeah, Monza.
That's in a couple weeks.
I love that track.
Anyways, but yeah, GT7 at the Red Bull Ring, Legacy Series at Dover, and Pro Series will be at Daytona. I've said we're gonna do 2 times. I'm still gonna go test and make sure that 2 times will work. I know I ran a night race, and one of the stages was kind of close, but the other two it worked out really well. So I don't know if because the day race is longer, that it'll work out for that first stage, I think is what it is. Um, but yeah, we're gonna try to induce racing for all 500 or 400 miles. So there probably won't be a whole lot of pit stops. It'll, you know, just with the way these cars go and everything. I mean, you see him talking about it in real life, and Dale Jr.'s, his theory is to shorten up the stages or make them longer so that everybody has to take the same amount of stuff. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here with the wear settings and the race settings as well. So we'll get that all figured out. We'll let all the drivers know. Hopefully by the end of this week. That way they have some time to prepare before Thursday. Although it is Daytona though, and most of the guys are set up for that. But yeah, man, another one. This was a pretty good race. A lot of battling back and forth. The tire fall off like we saw at Bristol in real life was a huge factor here, and having to make those 28 laps on fuel, that took a lot of strategy out of the drivers to kind of save their stuff. So maybe I think this race is going to be a little underrated as we move forward. We'll look at this one as an underrated race. So, but a hell of a job everybody tonight, and I'm good, man.
Well, I would say yes, a little underrated because it will go down as one of our closest finishes of the season, I imagine. I mean, it did come down to the last lap, and I mean, you usually see this at our mile and a half races, and it's cool to see it happen at a short track, especially the Magic Mile. But
Yeah, I just think that this place in Martinsville are just a little bit special with the tire wear. You gotta have a good car and be able to hang on to it for the whole run. And um, a lot of the guys did that this week. So we got multiple practices in for the race, a couple practices throughout the week, and for the guys that showed up, it paid off for them. So um, yeah, good job.
all right, there you have it, folks. Tune in Tuesday, catch Dover in the trucks. Wednesday, you catch GT3 Series at Red Bull Ring. And Thursday, the Pro Series takes on Daytona. Hope you enjoy NCAA March Madness. I guess if you're not a Kentucky fan. And
Did they lose?
yeah, they fucking lost.
Oh man,
Yeah. But
killed my bracket. I think I had them like
killed your
Final
bracket.
Four, bro.
My fucking team.
Fuck, dude.
Gosh, brutal.
I had them Final Four.
Had them winning and some.
I only made one. Let's see. Oakland? Is that California, Oakland? Or...
Yeah.
What?
They've had the same coach for like 40 years, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
And he said all week, he's like, we wanted Kentucky. It's the best team we match up with. And they came out there and killed us.
Damn straight, they got it done.
Well, without further ado, hope y'all enjoy Coda in NASCAR, one of my favorite tracks here recently. And, March Madness, whatever. Blah. But rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing. Peace out.